What is up and good morning everyone. Today is Friday. You guys are all new to my channel. Basically what I cover on my channel is travel, fitness, and military, because that's what my channel is. It's not just one specific thing. But today I am about to hit the gym, of course. I'm gonna hit the gym today. Today's back, and like I said, I'm training for a physique show. It's kind of like a bodybuilding slash show. It's not like me getting huge, it's like me trying to get really ripped. And I have work tonight, and also I wanna share with you guys, today's video is gonna be basically based around me showing you what a reserve schedule would look like for a flight attendant. So if you guys want to stick around, watch the vlog, cool. If not, I'll link down below the start time for when I go over a reserve schedule. But as always guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and welcome.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gonna get it.
What's up guys, we are at the Chelsea garage. We have airport standby tonight. It is 5:40. My report time is 6:30 p.m. So we're gonna head there and just chill. Hopefully if I get called for a trip, or most likely it'll be like a red eye somewhere. So hopefully it's not a red eye turn, but it could be like a red eye to, let's say, LA. LA would be a great layover. Maybe there'll be some people at airport standby that want to hop on the channel, meet you guys and say hello. So I'll try and see who's there, and I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, what's up guys? So I got to airport standby early, and they ended up calling me early for a turn. So I'm doing a red eye turn, and I'm staying in Fort Lauderdale. But I want you all to meet some new baby blues. We got Davion right here. He just graduated today, so congratulate him. And then you guys saw Lillian the other day. We did a red eye turn, so. But I'm already late for the report, I guess, so I'll see you guys at the gate. All right, guys, so first leg, we're gonna deadhead to Fort Lauderdale. And then we're doing a red eye turn to Medellin, Colombia. So I'll be back in Fort Lauderdale at 7 a.m. for 11 hours of rest. And then I do a deadhead back, so I'm not too worried about it. But pretty pumped. I might try and get a nap while I'm on here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, we just got to Fort Lauderdale. Sorry, thank you. Plane was supposed to leave at 11:13, but they delayed it because I think they're waiting for me. So I'm gonna grab my stuff and we're gonna head out of here. So we'll see you guys at the plane. All right, what's up, guys? We are in Medellin. Is that how you say it?
I'm not here.
You're not here? All right, you say it. Alicia, are you here, Alicia?
What are we doing?
I just did a quick recording where I'm at. So we're in Medellin right now. So they gotta do security checks. So we get to get off and get some coffee. It's 3 a.m. right now. We should be back by 7 a.m. So I'll see you guys when we go to the coffee shop.
Azúcar morena, azúcar regular, azúcar light.
Oh, maybe. This is the coffee.
This one says intense. I think this is the strongest one here. And then these are organic.
What's up everyone? It is 7:30 in the morning. Basically what happened was at airport standby, I checked in 5 minutes early, and crew scheduling called me and was like, hey, we noticed you checked in a little bit early, so we got a trip for you. It didn't turn out to be a bad trip. I did 3-hour deadhead down to Fort Lauderdale, and I had to work with a Fort Lauderdale crew. So basically what we did was we did a red eye turn from Medellin, Colombia, all the way back to Fort Lauderdale. And we're back now, and I'm freaking exhausted. So I'm the only one going to the hotel because they obviously live here. They're Fort Lauderdale based. My flight home is tonight at like 8:30 p.m. So they give me like about 12 hours of rest here. Hoping to sleep for like 6 to 8 hours, and then like hang out at the pool or go to the gym or something. But I am friggin' exhausted, guys. Because I've been up since 10. Been up since 10 a.m. yesterday, so we're running on 21 and a half hours again. So just basically waiting for the bus. And here's my bus. We're here. I'm gonna give you all a quick tour before I pass out, and I gotta call the girlfriend. So I will see you in about, I would say see you in the morning, but it's already the morning time. 7:46 right now. Let's plan to be up at like 2:33. No bueno. Look at that. Shower that doesn't close. Useless. Good evening, good afternoon. It is 3:13. I ended up waking up at like 2 o'clock. After that red eye, I'm freaking starving. My van leaves at, I think, 6:45 for a 7 o'clock report time. So that leaves me with 3 hours and like 30 minutes. 3 hours and 32 minutes, exactly. So what I want to do is I want to eat. There's a LA Fitness 2.5 miles down the street, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is just focus on eating food and maybe checking out the gym and doing some cardio downstairs. I honestly would like to get outside. It's kind of beautiful out. That is the plan for today. God, dude, those red eyes are killer. I did 3 this week. Probably getting set up to do another red eye tomorrow. So time will tell. That's what sucks about like, once you get on the red eye schedule, it's like you don't get off until like the next month. It's crazy. Yeah, so what happened was, I guess there wasn't any reserves in Fort Lauderdale, so they had to fly me down from Boston. So they deadheaded me down, got paid to sit as a passenger. Tried to sleep down. I couldn't pass out on the way down here. It was just too much caffeine in me. And then of course the caffeine wore off as soon as I got to my red eye flight. So, but anyways, my crew was really cool. They're like an older crew, and they've been here for a while, and one of them's like 100 days out from retiring, and he does like stand-up comedy. So what's up, Eugene? He's a pretty cool dude. And then we had Alicia. Her name was Alicia. She was really nice as well. It's good. I ended up getting some coffee in Colombia. I got espresso, and then I bought a bag of espresso grounds. So I'm pumped to test that out when I get back home tomorrow. Get this day rolling. I'm gonna go make some oats. Cool thing about hotels is the gyms have the water. So this is what you guys kind of have to work with when you get a hotel gym. So it's nothing spectacular. They got dumbbells in here. They got a treadmill, 2 treadmills, elliptical, and then a little bike. But it's nothing crazy. Personally, I'm not a fan. That's why I have the Active and Fit membership. So I just went down here to get some water, and let's go make some oatmeal. So I decided what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat some oatmeal. I'm gonna spend an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the pool. I'm going to 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. So that puts me at 5:30, and then I can do 20 minutes of cardio, and then I can come back up here and record that reserve schedule for you guys. I'm gonna edit it on the way home because I got a deadhead. Yes, deadhead. Means I get paid to edit a video to send to you guys. Alright guys, so we got the oatmeal, we get the blueberries, we got the protein. I'm only missing one thing. I need some coffee. Really cool if Starbucks decided to deliver. I don't know if they do. If they do, let me know in the comments below. But think about that, man. Best coffee in the world? Actually, that is a really good question for you guys right now. First off, are you a coffee drinker? If so, what is the best coffee place you've been to within the US? Because my goal is to every layover I have is to find like a really good coffee shop. Starbucks has #1 on my list. Man, I've never had a bad coffee from Starbucks. Alright, so the day is coming to a close for me. I'm getting ready to go to the airport. Like I said, I'm deadheaded back to Boston. Before I do that, I wanted to go over a reserve schedule. I know I've been promising this for a while. I kind of wanted to like put it in a different format, show you guys on a calendar what exactly 1 month of reserve could look like. So let's get into the basics here of what reserve is. So if you guys don't know what reserve is, and you're not a flight attendant or you're thinking about becoming a flight attendant, being on reserve is basically whenever you are blocked on schedule, it means you're on call. So you don't have a set trip for those times that you're on call, but you do have the option to bid for trips on your reserve days, but it's almost like 50-50 chance of getting it because it goes by seniority. So if somebody more senior than you wants that trip, is going to get the trip. For instance, with my airline, what we do is we have you have 18 days on reserve, and then you have 12 days basically off, which is good because it allows you to use those 12 days to either book trips or relax and recover, because reserve life can be very tiring. For instance, this last week I did 3 red-eye turns, so I'm pretty damn exhausted, and that's kind of why I didn't really do anything today, and I'm kind of on like a night schedule now. So when I get back to Boston at 10, I'll be going straight to the gym. But as you can see right here, my reserve schedule for February started January 31st, and that's because my trip kind of extended all the way into from January into February. So I had a 3-day block from the 31st to the 1st and the 2nd. Now it's good to note that when you are building your schedule, you can't have a schedule where you have a reserve day block less than 2 days. So it has to be either 3 days all the way to 6 days long. Now there are some people that will do 6 days on, 1 day off. So they'll do like the 31st through the 5th, have the 6th off, and then they'll have the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th as a work day, and then they'll have the 13th off, and then they'll do 6 more days. That's 18 days of reserve, and then they have the last 2 weeks off of the month. So you can set your schedule up where you work the first half of the month and then have the second half of the month off. It's all up to you. I don't recommend that. Over the past 11 months that I've been here, what I notice is like my favorite schedule is a 3 or 4 day block. Anything more than 4 days, I'm not too happy about. When you do get a line, you can bid for like 2-day trips, which is ideal. So next month when I have a line, I'm hoping to get like 2 or 3 day trips. Anything more than that, like you'll start to notice that like it wears on the body. So as you guys can see, the 31st and 1st and 2nd, I was on, those were my 3-day reserve block. But so the 31st turned into an airport standby for me, which basically means I had to sit at the airport for 6 hours. When you're on airport standby, what's going on is you're basically first in line to be called for any trip that is called out within like that like 5 or 10 minute block. So airport standbys are used for like literally last second call outs. So we have like a reserve grid and like a open pot time to look at, and you can check out the trips. Now when you're on airport standby, you're not going to really be able to tell if you're going to get a trip or not. But when you're on home reserve, you can kind of plan out and be like, oh well, here's a 2-day trip, I got 2 days left on my reserve day block, I'm first in line to be called. Like, so you can kind of plan that. But when you're on airport standby, you have no clue if you're going to be called or not. So I did airport standby on the 31st, and then my last 2 days on reserve for the 1st and the 2nd, I did a 2-day trip, and I had a PBI layover. And then as you can see, I had the 3rd, 4th, and 5th off. Now if you guys wanted to, you could literally go to the open pot time on your scheduling and look for trips, and you could pick up a trip either for the 3rd and the 4th or just the 3rd. So I had the 3rd, 4th, and 5th off, and then I had military training the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Now unfortunately this is what sucks for me being on reserve and having the military, is because that's 5 days I missed out on flying, which could be upwards of like 30 hours that I missed out on towards my guaranteed, or 30 hours that I could pick up overtime. So as you can see, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th are blocked off for military training. Now I have these all blocked off every month. I sent them my drill schedule for the month, so that is all set up. So each month they know not to schedule me for reserve or to schedule me on trips during my military training time. Now, there's no problem with that at all. I have had some people reach out to me and ask, hey, how do you do the military and how are you a flight attendant? Like, does the work care about that or not? No, actually, I think a lot of businesses and companies actually really enjoy having military under, you know, their company. And a fun fact, if you guys didn't know this, but like a company has to, if you have any military obligation, a company is obligated to hold your job for up to 5 years because of military orders. Good fun fact for y'all, if y'all thinking about joining the military and you're afraid you're gonna lose your job because of the military, you shouldn't. I had the 12th, 13th, and 14th off. I was gonna pick up some trips in between there, but it was Valentine's Day on the 14th. So I ended up just hanging out with Shanley, had a little date night, and then I ended up picking up a trip on the 15th, 16th, and 17th. So when you pick up on your days off, it's good to know this. So you get 75 guaranteed hours paid a month, and then 5 of those 75 hours is premium pay, so it's like time and a half. And you also are allowed to pick up 20 hours on your days off, which is considered premium pay, and it doesn't count towards your guaranteed hours. So you'd be crazy not to pick up on your days off here and there. Easy trips, obviously it goes by seniority, can't always get that. So I picked up the 3-day trip to Burbank. I got back on the 17th, which was Sunday, around like 5 a.m. So that means I was back on call the next day on the 18th. This is kind of where it kind of put me in the red eye funnel. That's why I'm stuck in it right now, because I picked up that trip. But at the end of the day, I've been getting really good hours. So on the 18th and 19th, I was back on, I think it's after doing a red eye turn on reserve, you were supposed to get 12 hours rest minimum. So I think I was back on around 5 or 6 p.m. the next night, and they ended up calling me for a red eye turn as well. So the 18th and 19th, I started off on airport standby, and that was at like 6 p.m. And usually when you have a late airport standby, get ready to be called for a red eye. I got back the next day, I think at like 7 a.m. It was insane. And then I had the 20th and the 21st off. Use those days to recover, recoup, and like if you guys know, you've been following my channel, I've been training for a UFE show. Every day has been a struggle to get my workouts in, my nutrition in, but I've been doing it. I've been seeing some crazy results. I'm actually gonna post a updated photo right here, like 3.5 weeks of just dieting, nutrition, and working out, and just following a plan. Kind of up to date now where I am right now. So we'll go to the 22nd and 23rd. 24th and 25th. So I have a 4-day reserve block. Basically, this is gonna like end the rest of my reserve for this month, because the last half of the reserve that I have on the 28th and the 1st extends into the next month. So those hours will count towards next month. Yeah, so if you don't do your 18 days, you don't get that minimum guaranteed pay. So you have to make sure you do 18 days of reserve, unless you're PTOing some reserve days, and then you'll get that guaranteed 18. So the start of this reserve block, I was on airport standby the 22nd at 6:30 p.m. and of course I checked in, if you guys watched the video earlier, at 6:25, and they called me for a red eye turn, which ended up turning into me deadheading down to Fort Lauderdale to do a red eye turn to Medellin, Colombia, all the way back to Fort Lauderdale, and I got back here around 7:30 and I was in bed by like 8. That's where I'm at right now. It's Saturday, 5:43. My shuttle leaves here at 6:45, and I'll get home tonight at, I think it was like 10 o'clock, so then I'll be back on reserve tomorrow around like 10 a.m. and I'll finish off my 2-day reserve block on Monday the 25th, and I got the 26th and the 27th off. I'm going to be looking for a 2-day trip on the 28th and the 1st. And then as you can see, next month I have a line, which if you guys don't know what having a line means, it means I'm off reserve, and they've given me a set schedule for next month of trips that I've pref-bidded for. And I start off March with a red eye turn in Denver. So not too bad. I hope this was kind of like a way to show you guys what reserve looks like for a flight attendant. I hope this kind of like eases your nerves. Because a lot of people always ask, hey, do I have enough time to do this? Do I have enough time to go visit family, see friends, travel? In all honesty, you have way more time than you can think of. That's why I always harp on like having like a side hobby or a side job, something where you can make a second source of income while you're on reserve, because it isn't the greatest pain while on reserve, so it is kind of a struggle. And if you're not as lucky as me, which I get to stay with my parents and save up money until I want to move out, which is the most ideal situation, then you're gonna want to try and make as much money as possible while on reserve. With that, guys, I'm gonna cap this video off here so I can start editing it and hopefully have it posted tomorrow morning. And I also have to do that free giveaway, which is tonight as well. So I have to go through the list of comments and then make sure they're all subscribed, blah blah blah, and then I'll do the live shuffle. See you guys back in Boston.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.